Hi, welcome to Linux channel. See, besides technical queries and student discussions, I do get sometimes a weird query like, "Sir, I'm interested to start my YouTube channel. Since yours is a old YouTube channel, I want to get some tips and things like that." So I would like to mention here that I started shooting YouTube videos. Almost in the year 2010. I need to shoot some promo videos or some demo videos of my open source project called Traffic Squeezer. So I was shooting some demo videos at that point of time itself. So YouTube is nothing new to me. Those days it is lot different. Getting 1,000 views is a huge achievement, and 1,000 views comes after a long time, unlike these days. And getting something viral and all is a very unique concept. And YouTube payment or monetization, including website monetization and YouTube monetization, is somewhat niche. You get quite easily. At the same time, you also get almost easily paid monthly basis, even for a small channel, I mean to say. Okay. But these days it's not like that. That cost per or pay per view is a lot lesser. Even advertising has become cheaper. Similarly, even if a viewer clicks any ad, you will be getting very less money as a part of monetization program. So these are the things at that point of time. And when I started Linux channel, I started in the year 2015. So again, things are lot different than before. And since I have done YouTube videos, I am little aware that how things are and stuff like that. But I generally started this channel as a casual note, not with respect to any expectations. I thought as I'm anyway good at Linux kernel and network domain like datacom development and things like that, and also skb data structures and few of the components or networking subsystem in the Linux kernel. I thought, let me cover few videos about these alone. So the entire objective is quite limited. I don't want to take videos on different topics and all at that point of time, including various other subsystems of Linux kernel and user space components and all. So this is how it started. But later I realized, since the entire channel is about Linux, I can cover any interesting topics and research topics on Linux. And I was again sticking back to my kernel context. So if you think about my channel, you can see there it has around 22.7 thousand subscribers, which is fairly very low compared to channels you see these days. So by just seeing this number, they can't say this is a successful channel. So obviously I don't get usually any sponsorship deals and things like that for a channel like this. But still I got around last year from Linode. They gave some sort of sponsorship contract. So I did some couple of videos. I promoted Linode. So that is an exception, but usually I don't get it for a channel like this. So now we cannot say this is a failure or a success, because now next thing is the nature of that channel or the content what I post here. So the content I post, as you can see here, I post about Linux, but in the Linux I post mostly about kernel programming, which is very niche. It has a very niche audience, and it's just not something everybody works on. So if I take some episodes on some AI and some data science these days, which is actually trending, maybe I can hike my views and the subscribers count and stuff like that. But I would like to personally prefer to stick on to a specific niche. So as I sometimes relate these things with respect to astrology, in general, of course, again it's a personal opinion. Some may tell I don't believe in that, some may tell I don't know what it is, some may tell I know what it is. I started learning what it is. So who, it depends on how you perceive. So I try to decode and try to make sense. See, if you are starting a new YouTube channel, you have to understand the entire social media is ruled by Rahu, and Rahu is the planet rules this current Kali Yuga. So obviously people who manipulate and find shortcuts, does smart work, will be appreciated in this Kali Yuga. So but again, entire social media is ruled by Rahu. And when it comes to YouTube, uh, you know it is primarily ruled by it's a Rahu Buddha combination. So because the whole YouTube is promoted via Google AI SEO. So the word AI itself, you see, try to decode this word, the entire word artificial intelligence. The word artificial itself has Rahu's energy in that, because it is not anything true. Okay, it's synthetic, it is artificial. So that's why AI is synthetic, it's synthetically done to mimic a human intelligence. So you can see there again, it works on based on number crunching of past data. Most AI is not anything new. It gets data, from the data it tries to make sense out of it. Similarly, if you see, that's what even YouTube does. It takes the views, likes, everything, and it sees what is your channel worth, to whom it should promote and stuff like that. And also any weird trending new videos and all. Again, it decides how to promote, whom to promote, target audience and all that. So again, you see, Buddha's element is there. So whole AI itself is nothing but it's a Rahu Buddha combination. Now coming to the point, why someone is succeeding and someone is not succeeding. See, I got certain things from YouTube. I got consultant offers. I also got even big offers as well, and also I do get students who want to learn about Linux kernel and stuff like that. And obviously YouTube helps them to connect them to me. Okay, so YouTube is like a free marketing tool for me, and excluding that ad revenue and stuff. And you can see here, if you are wondering about ad revenue, I get almost peanuts. So it is not a channel. You can see there, per day basis I may get some 80 cents, 40 cents, that's all it is. So I don't get much of any ad revenue with respect to this type of views. Again, I am saying this is because the channel itself is a very niche channel. Okay, so I can take more general topics, which I generally don't prefer. I try to limit myself with the with the energy of Ketu, and the whole channel itself. You can see here, if you go to Linux channel, the whole channel itself is about education mostly. So you can see there is a guru's energy, and then it is about a niche topics or niche education, which is a Ketu's energy in a good way. Of course, Ketu, someone goes through a Ketu phase, so they will get a lot of hardships. I am saying the Ketu in a good way. So you can see there Guru Ketu combination, which is again good way, because these both planets are extremely compatible and stuff. But again, you can see the sacrifice I need to do is, or compromise I need to do is, deal with less subscribers and less views by having such a niche. And also a topic like kernel is like some tantric science or a tantric kriya. So it is not a cup of tea for everyone. Not everyone works for such kind of deep stuff. So again, you can see the Ketu's energy playing its part. So that's what it is. Hence a channel like this, it is bound to happen, to perform like this, that's all. But if you have a vast topics to cover and stuff, and you want to start a channel, again it's a different energy plays out. Suppose you want to start a cooking channel, then it may be more of guru energy and moon energy and stuff. Now coming to the main point is, it also depends on your current astrological dasha bhukti and all. Suppose if you are going through Rahu dasha, you have a very good Rahu placement, by just posting some 10-20 videos, suddenly one video may get viral, and you can get overnight star. And that is what Rahu is. Rahu is about explosion, virality versus Jupiter is a constant growth. So technically, if you draw a graph, this is what is a Jupiter graph. This is what is a Jupiter graph. It is about a curve like this. It will be a slow, steady growth. This is what a Jupiter graph, versus a Saturn graph is something like this. Saturn graph is almost like 15 degrees, very slow, steady, permanent growth. Jupiter and Saturn both gives that permanent growth, versus this Rahu's graph is like this. It kind of becomes this, and suddenly we don't know, we cannot guess what may happen. So suddenly it becomes exponential, and suddenly there may be a downfall also. So this is very much expected, and you may get into controversies, or your channel may get banned as well. So you have to understand, if it is spiked by Rahu, if it is a good energy, you will sustain there, okay, and there will be ups and downs. But if the Rahu is playing a bad thing on you, then suddenly it may go down, or entirely your channel, you may talk about some controversial topics, and your channel may get banned by YouTube itself. So hence, that's what is Rahu's energy. It can create some situation, and it can give you virality, sudden fame and sudden success, and then sudden downfall also, and it doesn't give you any permanent gains, okay. So you have to bear in mind. So that's what Rahu's energy is. So if you take any good neutral channels like about food or something like that, again it depends on your current dasha bhukti or phases in life, and in case if it is favorable, you will do very well. Of course, this may sound entirely superstitious, someone who don't understand, rather than to say that someone who don't believe, someone who don't understand it, all these things looks completely baseless. But I'm saying, yes, there is something like that, it is there. As I consult and as I do a lot of samples, this is how we relate actually. Hence I'm saying, it technically depends what is the content you are making, to whom you are covering, target audience, how is your content, whether they are able to relate, like that content, those things matters. But besides, this is what it is. So we can't predict the success in YouTube, because fundamentally it is ruled by Rahu Buddha. It can go anywhere actually. So depends on the algorithm's point of view, and also it depends on your current dasha bhukti. You are doing extremely bad, no matter what you do, sometimes it doesn't give you any kind of good output. And some people, better they don't venture into something like this, because it is heavily influenced by a planet like Rahu it is. So you have to bear in mind, just because someone is successful doesn't mean that I get into that. You may get, say for example, you are a vlogger, you show your everyday life, and unfortunately you get a bad drishti, and people will be jealous on you, and that negativity is going to impact your life quite badly, okay. So because you are actually putting still a facade, okay, that's what you are putting a screen, and you are showing the world certain aspects of your life, not everything. But this good aspects people tend to show in vlogs, that I see, look at myself, I'm doing well, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm doing this shopping, I'm doing this workout. They do show only good aspects in their life. They may censor certain bad things they are going through, but people assume they are all doing fine, they are all doing well, and you get this bad drishti. Hence again, sometimes you may get a fame, but you need to pay a price. You may get family issues, you may get other issues, you may get divorced, you may get a lot more issues, just because you are dealing with an energy like social media, okay, as an influencer. So you have to bear this also in the mind. Sometimes it will give you a sudden fame, get you problems in the future, again due to these reasons, okay. So hope this is insightful. As I said, disclaimer, not everyone can understand, not everyone will agree, which is perfectly fine. People who can understand, hope I kind of making some sense. And you can also check with your own personal experience, and see that whatever I told is making sense. If you have started already YouTube channel, you will get some experience. If you have never started, then hopefully these pointers should help. So be in touch. Hope this video is useful and insightful. Stay tuned. Have a nice day. Bye bye.